Okay, yay. It's on. So we are live and we are streaming on Facebook. So if by chance you can't get something to work on here, you can hop over to Facebook and see us there. Should be in both places for everybody to see today. Hello, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. We have so many people here today. That's really fun. Hello, hello. Okay, we're just gonna wait a couple minutes for everybody to join. If you are here on Zoom, I would love for you to tell me in the chat box where you are from, where you're watching from, what you're excited about for our launch today. Oh, good. Okay, now I can see your chat. From Canada, Idaho, Tennessee, Ohio, Alabama. Hello. I love talking to you guys live. It is my absolute favorite thing. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit grumpy this morning, but seeing all your beautiful faces makes me feel so happy. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. I am Casey Pratt. I run Anchored Women, and today we are going to do kind of a combination free class and launch party for our new spring collection. So we'll do the class part first, and then I'll show you all of our new products. You can ask me any questions that you want. We are going to give away live on today's call a package of everything from our new spring collection. So that includes our new planners. Whether you need the new planner or the update pack, we're just gonna give you the whole thing. And our new business planner and our new wellness journal. So if you want to win, we're going to give away one of those packages. All you have to do is engage in the chat box today. So answer our questions, ask your own question, whatever, anything that you have to contribute, we would love to hear from you. So just simply entering that, like saying, hey, I'm from Canada, or hey, I'm excited to be here. Doesn't matter. Drop it in the chat box and that will automatically enter you to win. I will say you do have to be here in order to win when we do the giveaway. So I will do the giveaway before we go into the Q&A part. So you guys, you don't have to stay through the whole Q&A part, but if you want to be here to win the giveaway of everything, make sure that you stick around until then so that you can win live. Okay. Hello, hello. Now I have Allison here and Stephanie. They are both two incredible members of my team. And Allison is going to collect all of your questions and get them to me so that I can answer them. And then Stephanie is going to send you any links that you might need to answer your questions. So they are both here. If you get replied to from one of them, just know that they are part of our Anchored Women team and they are here to help you today too. So, all right, let's get started. So we're going to start by going over the 4 different planner styles. Now, if you have already taken our planner quiz, you might already know which style you are. But if you haven't taken the planner quiz yet, Stephanie, if you could drop the link to the planner quiz in the comments, that would be great. It's anchored. She has it too, but just so you guys know, it's anchored-women.com/quiz. So you can go take that free quiz. You don't have to do it right now, but take that free quiz to really narrow down which kind of planner you are. And this is it's a fun quiz and it's a fun thing to talk about, but it really does matter because when we understand what kind of planner we are, we can craft our planner to match our planning style. And then instead of trying to fit our lives into a planner that maybe doesn't fit our personalities, both things can go together well enough that your planner ends up functioning as an extension of your brain. Does that make sense? So we really want to dive into what type of planner you are so that you can match up your planning style with your planner layout. And that is what our quiz does for you as well. So we have 4 different types of planners. The first one is the Wayfinder, and this is the kind of planner that I am. So the Wayfinder is the person who really knows where they are going. They have a good understanding of their basic direction, and we kind of think of our planners as a map that helps us get where we're going. Okay, so the layout that we want to choose is kind of helping us decide what kind of map we need. Okay, so the Wayfinder, they understand where they're going. They have an idea of the general direction, your goals, your habits, things like that. But you need kind of a clear path to get there, not too many roadblocks. Too much structure can be overwhelming, like when you have a planner that has 17 different boxes for you to fill in every single thing that you're doing all day long. But without that basic structure, you're going to feel a little lost. So what you need if you're a Wayfinder is a few basic guideposts, landmarks, and kind of a bird's eye view of the week. So you are going to want a weekly layout if you think this way. Now, that weekly layout is going to help you see that big picture, but still structure every day with the amount of things that you want to get done so that you're constantly able to kind of like if you get off course a little bit, you're able to just check back in and continue on with your daily plan while keeping that overarching big picture view kind of in sight. And so we have 2 different layouts that we recommend for this type of planner, the Wayfinder, the person who really knows where they're going, but they need a little bit of structure in order to help them, check all the boxes during the day. So the first layout that we recommend, I'll show you on here, is one of our new layouts. And this is the weekly time block layout. So it looks like this. You have every day for the whole week, but you can see each day is broken down into just a little bit of structure. So you can use this any way you would like, really. You can have, task lists for home, work, and school. You can have task lists for, 3 different sections of your workday, or you can use this to split up your day into time blocks, morning, afternoon, and evening. Then along the bottom, we have that meal planner space. So this layout is really great for the person who just needs that little bit of structure. Another one that we like for the Wayfinder is very similar, but it is our 2-page bullet journal. Now, this layout gives you a little bit more space to kind of get into more of the details. You have your daily habits here, and then you have the 2 task lists over here. So again, the large overview of the week with that good structure, but then a little bit more detail on the bottom of each side of the page. So if you are new to our S.O.S planner, you actually get access to all of these layouts. And by the end of today, I will go through every single layout for you so that you see what all is included. But because our planner is printable, you get access to all of the layouts so that you can play around with it. You can change it up. Sometimes, in different seasons of life, your planning style might change and you might need a different layout, like, one of the ones that we're going to be talking about today. And instead of going out to buy a whole new planner, you can just print out a different layout. And that is the idea with our printable planner, that this is This is going to be completely customizable to you and your family and your season of life, so that instead of being the person that goes to Target to buy 6 different planners throughout the year, which was totally me before I made my own, you actually have everything that you need right on like in the files of the planner. So you can switch it up as you go. And even like within each style, we give you 2 different options of layouts that might go really well for you, but you can play around with it. You can decide what you want to try out and what doesn't work for you. And so really, I suggest printing out the layouts first, trying them out, and then being able to see like exactly which one you like best. We also have them in different color schemes, so you can pick which color you like best too. Okay, so we've covered the Wayfinder. Do we have any questions about the Wayfinder? Allison is getting me the questions. Let me look. Yes. Okay. So someone asked if it contains the monthly calendar as well. It absolutely does. But we will cover all of those. We will cover all of those at the end. Like all the things that the planner includes. Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that on Facebook, it's actually, they can see me and not the whole thing. Okay. I think that works now. All right. Another question. I love the different layouts, but I have a black and white printer. How much will it cost to have a planner printed and bound in color? We have a few different options for that. You can, it's all included in your planner, first of all, but we have a few different places that you can send it out where you'll be able to save a little bit of money. But your library is going to be your best bet. Libraries are almost always the cheapest as far as printing goes. Okay, let's get to our next style, which is the navigator. Okay, the navigator is the person who really needs that detailed map every day. And often, like, your plan is changing a lot of the time. And so you need a really zoomed in view of your day with trackers that are going to keep you accountable for those things that you're constantly working on, your goals, your habits, that kind of thing. But you also need room for appointments, and you also need space for lists. So with the navigator, we say, like, you're navigating some rough seas. You are going to need to change your course at any given time. Your schedule is really busy. You have a lot going on, okay? So in order to make sure that you're keeping tabs on every single thing, you need a planner that's pretty detailed. You need a layout that's going to help you visualize all of those things that you're doing, okay? Or you might just have so much going on inside your head that you need your planner to be that place where you're getting everything out on paper. So it's out of your head, in front of you visually, so you don't forget a whole bunch of different things, okay? So for the navigator, we have 2 daily layouts that might work really well for you. Our first one is our newest layout, our daily breakdown. So our daily breakdown layout looks like this. It is a full page per day. And on this page, you truly have all the details that you need to keep track of in a day, okay? So at the top, you can circle the day it is, put the date there. And then at the top, you get to track the essentials for the day. So these are the habits or the things that you want to make sure you're doing. Bible study, exercising, tracking your food, tracking your water, that sort of thing. Okay. Those get written in there during that or inside of that essentials section. Then you have a section for prayers and priorities. Then you have a full hourly calendar down the side, hourly schedule, excuse me, down the side, so that you can really map your day out. And then on this side, you have 2 task lists. One is for home and one is for personal. I use the personal for my work tasks when I'm using this daily breakdown. And you get to fill out your lists and then bring it over to your hourly schedule. At the very bottom, you also have a place to write down your dinner. So if you are a navigator, if you have so many things in your head that you really need to keep track of, and a weekly overview just does not give you enough space to write everything out, you're going to want to use our daily breakdown layout. Our other great one is our daily time block layout. And that looks like this. Very similar, but instead of an hourly and a task list, you actually have 4 sections to write your different tasks in. And just like that weekly time block, you can use this as a daily time block. I like to use it a couple of different ways. Sometimes I'll say this is before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner, and before bed. And other times I need my task lists categorized in my head. And so I'll say, this is work, this is home, this is homeschool, these are errands I need to run. Because the spaces are blank, you get to say what the categories or the time block is. So if you're the kind of person that really needs everything in front of you broken down and you just want to look at today, just one day at a time, I highly recommend either of those layouts for the navigator. All right. Our third planning style is the Seafarer. The Seafarer is a pretty steady planner. They have a fairly, I don't want to say uneventful, but like their schedule is fairly predictable, okay? They like to keep the destination in mind while also focusing on the present. So what's really good for the Seafarer is having a few, regular prompts to keep them right on course, to develop routines, but then also have a space where they can list out their lists, their appointments, their reminders, both types of things, okay? So this person probably, like I said, has somewhat of a predictable schedule, but really wants to focus on improving their habits or reaching their goals. And so they are focused on growth, on, personal development, that sort of thing. And so what we're going to look at for that sort of planner is having a few days view at a higher level, but also giving each day a certain amount of structure and support. So these are probably my 2 favorite layouts that come with the Seafarer. Okay, so the Seafarer will probably love our classic weekly layout. This is the layout that I started with when I first created the planner, because I wanted something that would let me have the whole week of an overview, but also just give me a lot more space per day to write out all the things that I knew I wanted to keep track of. So with the classic weekly, you actually get half a page per day. So this spread goes across 4 pages. You start at the beginning of the day of the week with your prayers and priorities, along with your daily habit tracker right here. And then each day you get a blank space over here that you can use however you want. You can create a time blocked schedule over here. You can make it an hourly schedule. You can just use it for note space if you want. It's blank, so it's really flexible and up to you. And then the next column is your task list. So I like to write out all my tasks first and then pull my top 3 out of that list, so I know what my focus needs to be for the day. And then lastly, over here, on the side, we have a place to plan our meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the day, or track them if you'd rather, do it retroactively. Then we have our care section. So you have a space to write out what you're doing for your home that day, maybe the chore of the day. You have a space to write out something for your health. Maybe it's exercising, and a space to write out how you're going to rest that day. You also have plenty of check boxes to track your water. And then down here at the bottom, you have a note space. So you'll see this is a pretty detailed look at your day without it taking up an entire page. The next page looks like this. So it's 2 pages per day. And then the end of the week is, I'm sorry, I didn't mean 2 pages per day. I meant 2 days per page. And then the end of the week also, you know, has the same layout. So that's the classic weekly. Excuse me. We are all fighting some sort of bug in my house this week. Okay, the other option for that is the one that I use every single day. This is our weekly productivity layout. This was new in the fall, but it's gotten a makeover for the spring with just a little bit more color. So at the top of each day, you have that habit tracker where you can check off your Bible study, exercise, chore, and rest. And you have space to write in those things, plus blank spaces for 2 more habits for the day. Down the side, you have your prayers and priorities. And then the way I like to use this layout is I put my appointments for the day in these colored spaces across the top, and then I write my task list out below it. That way my appointments are separate from all my tasks, and I am able to very clearly see when I have to be somewhere and then what I have to do in the time that I'm not somewhere else. At the bottom, you have a spot to track your water and then meals across the very bottom. This is my very favorite layout. I love it so much. Do I have my own planner here? I do. So this is how I use mine. I'll show it to you from last week. So I wrote all my appointments and things like that across the top, and then my tasks down the bottom. I did not plan meals last week because it was getting ready for planner launch week. And on those weeks, we eat easy food. So it was like scrambled eggs, which don't take a lot of planning. Okay, our last style is the Cartographer. The Cartographer is a different kind of planner, and they really love the freedom and flexibility to make their own map, to create their own sort of planner. And so we have created the bullet journal version of our planner for those of you who really like to take just a little more ownership of the way your plan for the week is structured. So our bullet journals give you this zoomed out view of the week, but plenty of space for notes, for lists, for all of the things that you want to turn your planner into. So we have our 1-page bullet journal here, where you have a really zoomed out view of the week. Your weekly schedule just goes down the side here, but then lots of space for meals, your top 3, and all of this task space throughout the week. But then on this side, you have, like all of our layouts, you have your prayers and priorities at the top, you have your daily habit tracker, and then so much note space right here. We also have another version of this where instead of the note space, we give you that space for categorized lists instead. So the cartographer is that person who wants to be able to be in charge of the way that their plan looks each week. Maybe it changes up all the time, and they want the creativity to be able to have that open space to do what they want to do with it. So we recommend our bullet journal for those people. So those are our styles: the cartographer, which we just covered, the wayfinder, the navigator, and the seafarer. If you want more information on which one you are specifically, Stephanie created this really great quiz for you to take where you just have a few fun questions to answer, but it will help you narrow down exactly which one you are and give you specific recommendations for your layouts. So That covers most of our weekly layout. I'm going to start at the beginning of the planner and just give you an overview of everything that's included when you purchase the planner. Now, just as a reminder, we are in the middle of launch week this week. Not in the middle. We're just starting launch week today. But launch week is the very best week to buy your planner because it's discounted with a special price for launch week. Usually our planner is $39, but this week only it's $29. So you can purchase the whole thing, all of the layouts for $29. And then the update pack is also discounted from $17 to $12. You're either going to buy the planner or the update pack. Let's talk about that for a second. So last year, we changed the way that our planner was formatted so that you buy the planner, the complete planner itself one time. Our months are dated, but all of our weekly layouts are undated. So we also give you access to undated monthly calendars if you truly don't want anything dated and never want to update your planner. So it can be a one-time purchase for you if you want it to be. But essentially, when you buy the full planner, you are buying like the foundational everything that you need foundationally. You're going to be getting the yearly prep, the quarterly prep, the monthly prep, and every current weekly layout. Then moving on, after this year, you don't have to buy the full planner again. All you need to purchase is the update pack. And the update pack includes the new dated monthly calendars and any updates that we do to the planner from the last launch. So we launched twice in May and October. Some people purchased their planner last May, and then from then on, they're just getting the update packs. And we wanted to make that easier for you so that you don't have to have a full new planner every time. It definitely saves you a lot of money instead of purchasing a brand new planner every single year. All you need from here on out is the update pack. So make sure that you buy the foundational planner one time. If you haven't purchased it, then that's the one you want to do. But if you have a planner from the last calendar year that was purchased from May 2021, that's when we changed the format. And if you need us to check that for you, we can check that for you. Then you just need to buy the update pack. That's it. Okay, so the planner, our planner is really designed to work the way your brain works. We want you to be able to get everything out on paper, but we also really want you to have a space where you can think through the things that you want to be doing, where you can really get focused on your priorities, on choosing a focus for the year and for the season, on building rest into your daily schedule, and covering all of the aspects of your life as a whole instead of just a place to keep your appointments and your task list. Okay. So we start our planner with a yearly prep where you are going to dive into just some really like deep kind of questions about who you are, who God created you to be, what is your family currently like, what's your season currently like, how much space do you have for adding in extra things, are there places you need to cut back, is there extra energy or time that you have to devote to something new. And then we help you focus in on figure out what your focus is for the year and then find a supporting Bible verse for that focus. We also help walk you through setting goals. We focus on 2 different kinds of goals, project goals and habit goals. And we talk you all through that here. Plus we have some training videos on it, as well as breaking down those goals by quarter so that you're not just setting goals at the beginning of the year and then forgetting about them all year long. They're actually built into every step of your planner, your quarterly planning, your monthly planning, and you can translate it into your weekly planning as well. So we always have that yearly prep. And then every quarter, we revisit it so that, again, you're not forgetting about it through the year. So every quarter, you're going to reevaluate your season with some other deep questions. You're going to find your focus just for that quarter, and you're going to break down your goals even further for the quarter into what action steps you're going to be working on every month. So we understand that it's really easy to dive in, like, be really excited about goal setting at the beginning of the year and then just let it kind of die off because you're not really sure how to accomplish those things that you do want to do. And the rest of life becomes a little bit more overwhelming than you thought it was going to be, right? And so because of that, we want to give you the support of helping you walk through breaking every single piece down so that when you go to work on your goal, it's not this big giant thing that you don't know how to attack. You've already broken it down into manageable action steps that are down to the month. And then when we get to the monthly prep, you'll see how we break it down even further to the week. Okay. So we want to help you make progress on those things that are important to you. So it's built right into the planner. Then every season, you also get to create your own seasonal bucket list. So things that you want to plan out, that you want to, do with your family or do for yourself, that season has a place to live. So if you are like, okay, all of that prep sounds really good, but I feel like I need somebody to hold my hand and help walk me through it, we have you covered there too. So once you buy the planner or the update pack, we actually are going to be hosting another call that a little bit, not really like this, but on Zoom like this. We're hosting that next week. It's going to be May 19th. And on that call, we are going to actually walk through every step of your yearly prep and also figuring out kind of how to adjust our plans when they go awry. Okay. And so I will be right there with you. It'll be a much more intimate setting, and we're going to be able to answer your questions directly, help you troubleshoot. We did this at the end of last year and it was so much fun. We had such a good time together. I don't know if any of you were there, but if you were, you can chime in the comments. But it was just so helpful for everyone. And even for me, because I did my work right alongside you, to have a space to get that done, the yearly prep, and get my focus set, get all of our focus set so that we had a really solid plan walking into the new year. Now, if you're buying your planner right now, your new year starts now. So we're doing that class again in May. Tickets are typically $47, but you can buy it at a much discounted rate for just $27 on a special page that you'll see after your purchase of the planner or the update pack. You'll also have an option to upgrade to all 4 of our quarterly planning sessions if you choose to do that instead of just buying a ticket to the single session. So that's there for you as well. Okay, after our quarterly stuff, we dive into our monthly prep. So every month you get an inspirational quote from one of my favorite people in history, or you get a Bible verse to inspire you. And then every month has a 2-page spread for a dated monthly calendar. So if you're the kind of person that's like, I'm not sure about the undated weekly layouts, I totally get it. But having the monthly layout dated makes dating all of your other pages so much easier. And you just go a week at a time. It's not a big deal. The other thing that's great about having undated weekly layouts is that you don't ever have to worry about wasting paper. If you don't use your planner for a week, all you have to do is just turn the page and it's a brand new week instead of turning the page to find the correct date and losing all of those pages in between that you didn't use. Following our monthly calendar, we have a page for you to jot down all of your meal ideas for the month. This is where I do my monthly meal planning. And then You also have a home and heart page. I love this one. This is really special and kind of unique to our planner. So on one side, we have a home focus, and on our other side, we have a heart focus. On the home side, you get to write out whatever projects that you want to do in your house that month and write out a chore schedule for you, for your kids. It's totally up to you. But write out down here, what are the ways that you're going to take care of your home this month? And then on this side, we're going to write out what are the ways that you're going to take care of yourself this month. So we have a section for rest where you're actually going to plan out how you're going to rest this month. Raise your hand if that's something that you just always forget to do, right? Like rest seems to be that thing that is always so elusive, but when we take the time to plan it out, then we're a lot more likely to actually rest. Okay. And then down here at the bottom, it asks you, how are you going to connect with your people this month? Make some plans. Is there a friend that you want to see? Is there a kid that you really need to focus on? Is your marriage needing a little bit of extra TLC this month? How are you going to connect with your people? Okay. And then lastly, in our monthly plans, we have our goal setting section and our focus for the month. So at the top, like I told you, we focus on project goals and habit goals. And so you have a section for each one. This helps you break your project goal down into weekly action steps. And then this helps you focus in on your habit goal and keep track of it all month long. Down here at the bottom, you're just going to take a few minutes before the month begins to kind of take stock of where you are, where your family is, and what your focus needs to be for that month. And then we dive right in to whatever weekly or daily layout you choose. At the end of the planner, we do have some extra pages for you, a large notes section, because I'm a big note taker, gratitude logs for the books that you want to read and the books that you have read, movies that you want to see, kind of all that stuff. But then the very last page looks like this, and it is planning for next year. So that is really helpful, especially as you get to the end of this year when you're like, I have some stuff I got to write in for next year, but I don't have my planner yet, or I haven't printed out my planner yet. You just jot it down on those pages so that you can keep track of it. It's divided into months. And so you know, oh, okay, well, this is happening at the beginning of January. I need a place to write it down. Whew. So those are our brand new planners. The update pack, if you already have our planner and you just need the update pack, that includes our brand new monthly dividers, new quotes, new Bible verses, our newest weekly layouts, the updated weekly productivity layout, the daily breakdown, and the weekly time block, and all new dated monthly calendars that are dated June 2022 all the way through June 2023. So those are our planners. But that's not all we're launching this week. We also have 2 new products. And so I'm just going to give you a very quick overview of both of these. If you want to see inside every single thing, you can click on over to Instagram when we're done here. And I've posted 2 videos, one for our wellness journal and one for our business planner. Oh, I did want to mention one other thing too. When you purchase a planner like this that's printable, one of the cool things is that you can use all the printables in different ways. So if you're the kind of person that's like, okay, I really want that weekly overview, but some days I need a daily, I just need a daily planner 2 or 3 days a week. Okay. Maybe it's not every single day. Maybe it's not for the entire season. So you don't want to print out all the daily planning pages for a whole season. This is what I like to do. This is my trick. Okay. Like I told you, I use the weekly productivity layout, which is the weekly overview, right? But then I also print out a small book of just dailies, undated, that I can use whenever I want. Okay. So I open it up to my dailies. And then if I have a specific day where like it's not fitting on the page, I have too much to do to fit into that weekly productivity, I bust this out and I chart out my day very detailed. And so that's just kind of a fun way that you can maybe think about planning a little bit differently when you have all the files that you need and you can print them out the way that you want them to be. Okay, let's jump into our 2 other new products. Then we will announce the winner and we will do our Q&A and I'll get to all of your questions. So, okay, our prices are different for launch week for the planner and the update pack. You get $10 off the planner. It's only $29 instead of $39. And then for the update pack, it's only $12 instead of $17. So launch week is definitely the most frugal time to buy. You also get a bunch of bonuses that you can see on the sales page as well. If you are interested in looking at all of that, it is anchored-women.com/planner. If you can dump that into the comments, Stephanie, that people can click on, that would be helpful too. You can also, maybe Stephanie, if you can also share the link just to our entire spring collection, that's where you can see also our wellness journal and our business planner. So our wellness journal is brand new. It's $12. It's a very affordable way to get your health and wellness tracking at least under control. This is a product that I created for myself because I needed it. And then I realized, oh, maybe other people will need it too. So I just added it to the shop with our spring collection. So at the beginning, you have a place to track all of your measurements. And then you have a few different places for idea lists. So lists where you can jot down your favorite breakfast, lunch, dinner, like ideas, and you can write all of the ingredients down here and then total up the calories or the points or whatever system that you might use to track your food. Okay. But the heart of the weekly, of the wellness journal are the weekly logs. Can you see? Okay. I'm going to try over here. All right. So the weekly log, I'll just do half the page at a time. It goes Monday through Sunday. At the top of the page, you can write the date and then the goal, whatever your goal might be for the week. Down the side, you can write your breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas, and then actually track them over here. You also have space to track or to plan your workout, to total up your calories or your points for the day, and to track your water intake. Over here on this side, at the top, you can check off how many workouts you did that week. I like to circle, okay, if my goal is four workouts, then I circle the 4 and I try and check off up to there. And then a start and an end for the week. So you can use this to track whatever measurement you want to track. I am tracking my weight. And so at the beginning of the week, I write down my weight. And at the end of the week, I write down my weight. The end of the week then moves on to the next week as the start of the week. So I'm just weighing myself once a week, but I keep beginning and end stats here. And then right here, I can say what my progress was. So if I lost a pound that week, then I say -1, -1 for my progress. So this has been super helpful for me to be more intentional about my wellness, because that is often really just the thing that gets put by the wayside for me because I feel so busy in other areas. Okay. And then our last thing is our new business planner. This won't be for everybody, and I totally understand that. This is for the woman who is really running some kind of online business, who, owns has a direct sales business or owns her own business like I do. But it is geared toward the online businesswoman. But it is really grounded in our anchored business system. And so this last year, I did our very first anchored business mentorship for a small group of women, just mentoring them through getting their businesses going. And it was really fun. It was so fun. We're going to do it again in August. So, if you're the kind of person who's like, oh, I think I really want to start a business, we are going to go through it again in August. But I also turned it into a self-paced course for anyone who wants to go through it at any time. And so some of the things you'll see in the business planner are things that I've created as systems for business. So we start with a very inspirational Bible verse at the beginning, and then we dive into business essentials, your mission statement. This one is large, and so turning the pages on the video with my big giant rings is a little complicated. So mission statement, who your target customer is. We talk about breaking down your product ladder. You have a space to break down goals for the year. These desks are seriously huge. Okay. Break down your goals, or write out your goals and then break them down on this side of the page. We also have just a lot of planning pages at the beginning, important dates for 2 years worth. And again, this is the same sort of system as our planner, where it has dated monthly pages and undated weekly pages. You have a place to track your finances for the year, monthly statistics, monthly income breakdown, just a place for you to track all of those things that you need to track when you're running a business online. I won't spend too much time on this because I know everybody is probably more interested in the other planners today, which is totally fine. But you can find a breakdown of everything that's in this one, both on the sales page and on Instagram. I did a video walking through every single page of this, but you have a different sort of monthly layout here that helps you focus on your goal, your promotion for the month. And then the weekly layouts look like this. So you can have you have a space for your top 3 things of the week there, a space for stuff that you're doing every week, your weekly tasks here, what needs to get done this week. And then every day has a space just for notes and then a space for a task list. What I like to do is write down the content that I'm creating that's going out on this day. And then on this side, I write down my tasks that I need to accomplish on that day. So what's pre-scheduled and then what I need to do on that day. There's also lots of notes pages at the end, along with some other, a bunch of different type of notes pages, project breakdown, to-do list in a bunch of different styles, meeting notes, things like that. So that's our business planner. And all of those things are live now at our spring collection page. The basic planner, the update pack, the business planner, and the wellness journal. Everything is on sale now. All right. That was a lot, and I don't want to keep you guys forever. So okay, let's announce a winner. Someone who commented and is still here. Let me look. Okay, let me see who we've done. Actually, there's really no, okay, I'm gonna have to do this in a fair way. And I will just end up sending a message then to the person. Oh, I didn't think this through. I'm sorry. I should have figured out a better way. Okay, let's do this. If you want to enter to win, drop your email in the comments right now, or you can private message me your email if you feel like doing that instead. That way I can contact you without being like, oh, I'm just going to randomly pick somebody whose name I like right now. How does that sound? That way it's fair. I'll drop it into a program that does it randomly, and I will email the winner as soon as it's done. Okay, let's get to all of your comments and your questions, which Allison has sent me a massive list of questions. Okay, let's see. All right. Does the planner contain the monthly calendars? Yes, we talked about that already. Dated monthly calendars, also undated monthly calendars, and we have thrown in those one-page monthly calendars that you all love. I love them too. I'll do my meal planning on those each month. I use them to plan out our summer. The one-page calendars are just like the whole month dated on a single page, pretty easy to print, all that kind of stuff. Can I customize the goals with the check boxes? I think you're talking about the goals. Maybe you're talking about the weekly habit tracker. You can write in whatever you want. If you want to type it in, you can use a PDF editor or something like GoodNotes that allows you to add text. That's fine. Our layouts are not editable, but you can add text to them with a PDF editor if you want to do that. If you are a wayfinder, can you use other planner style layouts interchangeably if they work better for you? 100%, totally. Yes, these are just like our suggestions for where you might want to start if you have no idea where to start. But please try out the layouts. Use the one that you love, even if it's not the one that the quiz lines you up with. That is totally fine. The point of our planner is for you to have the freedom to customize it the way that you want. Oh, speaking of that, we also have an option where you can add the Printable Vault to the planner, which has hundreds and hundreds of different printables, all in the same style in a bunch of different categories: cleaning and organizing, meal planning, finances, all sorts of other things, so that if you want to add pages to your planner, but have them all be like this cohesive, beautiful look together, you can. So that's, that is usually $67, our Printable Vault, but you can add it onto your planner for just $27 when you purchase it as a bundle. You have that option with the planner or with the update pack, either one. So anyway, my point was, we want you to be able to customize it to what you want so that you have the planner that works with your brain. So that's why we give you all of the layouts. We give you so many different additional pages at the back. We want you to have what you need in order to create the planner that actually fits your life, instead of trying to fit your life into the boxes of a planner that was not made for you. Does that make sense? So yes, if you want to use a different layout, please use a different layout. That is totally the point. Totally the point. How do you keep everything sorted when you have two planners? Would you take pages from the business planner and put in the personal? This is a great question, and I can show you right now. Okay, someone said, I love the business. They said, I love the business planner for work, but I'm a navigator and I love the daily breakdown for a personal planner every day. Okay, this is my actual planner, okay? This is the one I use every single day. There's a billion tabs on the side because I have put my personal planner and my business planner in the same book. And when you have a printable product, you can do that, right? I could put the wellness journal in here. I could put my meal planner in here. You have the freedom to do that. So what I have is, I have just the weeklies printed for the first half of the year, which actually I might not even have. No, I have, yeah, for the first half of the year, I have the weeklies printed. I have my dividers for the first half of the year or for the whole year. So behind, okay, I have weeklies printed through, let's say, July, I think. And then when we get into the later months, all I have printed right now is the monthly pages, okay? Because I don't need weekly or daily pages for November in my planner right now to carry around. I just don't need that. So I have the monthly pages for long-term planning. So if I have something I need to write down, I do have a place to be able to do that. But then at the back, I have from here on, this is my business planner. And it's all pages from the business planner that I have put into my single planner. Okay. So it doesn't look pretty because I have a page in front of it, but here's what it really looks like. And then this is my promotional calendar for the year. So here I have, again, I just have the monthly. I have the monthly like breakdown for each month. And then I have all of my different types of notes pages. Okay. So I have meeting notes here, brain dump notes, project notes, to-dos, and regular notes. And so for me, it's all in one book. And then I look at my business planner and my personal planner, and then I make the plan on my weekly productivity layout so that I know, okay, here's what I'm doing for work this week, and here's what I'm doing for home this week, but it's all in one space. Now, if you don't want it in one space, one thing that I have done in the past is I keep my personal planner on my kitchen counter where I'm using it every single day. And I keep my business planner in here on my office desk. And that way I know, okay, my work happens here in my office and my personal life happens outside in the rest of my house. And that is also something that has been really important for me, kind of keeping those two spaces separate. Now, what I currently do is I just flip to that section of my planner and when I'm in the different space, but I have kept them separate before. Clearly, I have enough like binding things to make lots of planners. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Do you have an option that has the whole week on one page? Yes, both of our one-page bullet journals have the entire week on one page. Whoops, I moved that, sorry. The whole week right here, Monday through Sunday, every single week. You will want one of our one-page bullet journals. If we've bought the S.O.S planner before, how do we get the new and updated layouts? That's where you would want to buy the update pack. I will say this, if you bought a planner 2 years ago, you need to buy the planner again, the whole planner again, one time. Okay. It used to be that you had to buy the new planner every single year, but now you don't have to do that. But we didn't change the formatting on that until last May. Okay. So if you purchased your old planner before last May, you want to buy this version of the planner before you buy an update pack, or you won't have all of the weekly layouts. You'll only get the new ones. And you don't get the yearly, quarterly, or monthly prep. Like you have to buy the foundational planner first. So if you already have this foundational planner, if you purchased it since May 2021, then all you need is the update pack. You can find a link to the update pack on the spring collection page, or if you accidentally click over to the planner page at the very top, right underneath the first buy button, it says, do you just need the update pack? Click here, and you can click that link and it takes you straight to the update pack. Okay, someone asked, I'm curious about the binding you are using. I was going to put it in a 3-ring binder, but is it easier to put it in this type of binder? Great question. Let's talk about binding. So there are at least 3 different ways to bind your planner. Totally up to you. Okay. So 3-ring binder, super simple. You probably already have a blank binder at home. You have a 3-ring hole punch. Easy, right? If you just want to get your planner together, if you like 3-ring binders, go for it. That is a perfectly awesome way to bind your planner. What I like myself is I just like the feel of a spiral bound notebook. And so because I'm a total nerd and I absolutely accept that about myself, I own a binding machine and it makes me really happy. A binding machine and a laminator. So I can also I like to use this kind of binding. I also have bigger ones. But if you like this kind of spiral bound look and you don't have a binder at home because you're not a nerd like I am, then you can take it to Office Max and they'll bind it for you for like $4. It's not expensive. The other option, and what you're seeing me use a lot, is the disc bound notebook. It took me a while to love the disc bound notebook, but I love it now. It gives you the feel of the spiral bound notebook, but what's really awesome about it is that it's very easy to take pages in and out. All I have to do is pull this out. It doesn't rip, and I can put it right back in. I mean, that's pretty cool because you can add pages wherever you want them to be, just like a 3-ring notebook, but you get the feel of a spiral bound notebook. So this is the more costly way to go, especially if it's the first time you're doing it. Once you've purchased the supplies, then it's not as expensive anymore. Also, I have some hardbound planners on this, but we give you planner covers that you can just laminate on your own, so you don't have to invest in covers as well. But you're gonna want a hole punch that is special to the disc bound notebook, a disc bound hole punch, and then you need the hole punch and the rings, and that's it. I do love that way to bind because it's just so flexible. You can add and subtract whatever you want, which is really cool. Is there somewhere where we can see each of the spreads up close? Yes. If you head to our sales page, it has every single spread laid out for you there, large on the page, so you can zoom in and see every single thing. You can also download our planner samples, which should come to you after you take the planner quiz. You'll get a place to download all the samples so you can print them out and see them right in front of you as well. What is the measurement and size of pages in the planner? Because it's printable, you actually get to choose that for yourself. So everything that I showed you today, except for the wellness journal, was in, like, this is a full 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. All of the instructions for printing and binding also come with your planner. So this is the full size, 8.5 by 11, okay? But then you can also print it smaller, which is what I like to do for myself. And this is closer to a 7 by 9. This is the same size as the traditional Happy Planner, if you are familiar with those, okay? And so in order to get it down to this size, you just print at 80% and then it shrinks down. You will have to trim the pages, but we have instructions on how to do that. I like to put on an episode of a show that I'm watching, and you can trim the whole planner in like half an hour or less. So that's what I do there. For the daily pages, these are even smaller. These are half size. The planner is larger. The cover is larger, that's why. But you can see these are smaller. They're half size, and I printed those at 70%. So all of that information is in there for you. If you want to print it larger or smaller, totally up to you. The files are designed to be able to be printed at whatever size makes sense for you. When you have the disc bound planners, you can make them however big you want, which is really cool. Okay, Amy just said, I shared a link that you can cut pages ahead of time and they print out perfect with the right page size settings. That is awesome. It doesn't, I've tried that. And I know, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. It works great with some printers, especially if they're a lot older, you might have some trouble, but definitely worth a shot. Does the update pack include all of the new pages created? Yes, everything that is new since our October launch. I always get started with high hopes with planners and then forget to do it or look at it. How do you prevent that problem? That's a great question. I love that question. Honestly, that's part of the reason why we have made our weekly and daily layouts undated, so that if you forget and if you have a busy week where you're not even looking at your planner, like it's okay because you didn't waste any of those pages. You can just come and pick right back up where you left off. Now, I will say that often when we feel like we're a little reluctant to use our planners, it's because we don't have the right layout. If we have the right layout that works with our brain, then we're going to be a little bit more motivated to stick with it. A couple other things that I do is I have a weekly date where I plan out my week. Usually it's on Saturday, sometimes it's on Sunday, but I have that in my calendar so that I don't forget to plan the week. I don't like going into the week with no plans. It stresses me out and it makes my Monday not fun at all. So that is like just something you can add in every single week. But I keep my planner open on my kitchen counter all the time. I don't take it with me anywhere. And I really don't move it around much, except that I brought it up here so that I could show you guys, but I leave it open on my counter so that whenever I want to write something down or whenever I get off track, like I can very easily go back to it and just see, either take a note or see where what I should be working on so that it is in front of my face all the time. If you're trying to establish a habit of using a planner, you want it to be in your face all the time. You can also set a timer alarm on your phone to be like, hey, I want to make sure to check in with my planner at 12 o'clock today. Easy. You want to think about it like creating a new habit and try and focus on that. Like coming back to it on a regular basis until it does become a habit. But when you have the right layout for your brain, and honestly, if it's pretty, like it's a lot easier to come back to it and be excited about using it because it's helpful and it's fun to look at and that sort of thing. Does the update pack have new covers? No, one of the bonuses that you get when you purchase the planner is all of our vintage covers. So you have, I think, over 20 cover options that come with the planner when you purchase it during launch week. We didn't create new covers this year. In May, we will likely create new covers in October. This year we did the new monthly dividers with different quotes and Bible verses. I purchased my planner at the end of last year, so the months go through the end of the year. Should I buy the update pack now or at the end of this year? Okay, that's a great question. If you want the new layouts, which would be, if you bought it at the end of last year, then you already have the weekly productivity layout. You just don't have the new color scheme that we have, which is fine. But you won't have the daily time block layout or the weekly time block, or the daily breakdown or the weekly time block. So if you want either of those layouts, you do want to buy the update now. When we release new layouts every 6 months. And so when we release those, you can either buy the new planner or you can buy the update pack. But after that, it only goes into the new planner. And so in October, when we release the 2022 or the 2023 planner, all the updates now will just be in the new planner and there will be a new set of updates for October. Does that make sense? So if you don't like the 2 new layouts, don't buy the update pack. But if you do like those, then you'll want to purchase it now for the $12 price instead of later for the $17 price. Where can you get the discs for the disc bound? Amazon, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, any place that carries planners. Actually, I think they sell them at Walmart now in their Happy Planner section. I like using the calendar year January to December. Can I modify this one to meet that need? You totally can. Or you can wait until October when we release the 2023 year, and that will cover January through December. Can the pages be printed to a different size? We covered that. Will the yearly prep be recorded? I think you're asking about our Refresh Your Year live. Yes, it will be recorded. So if you purchase your ticket and you can't make it live, that's totally okay. We will send you the recording and you'll have lifetime access to that recording inside your Anchored Women account. So if you think you want to do that, purchase it now during launch week when it's only $27. Otherwise, the ticket is $47 after launch week is over. Is this the only time the update pack is offered? No. We have a new update pack every 6 months because we're always updating the planner, right? But this specific update pack will be available from now until we launch the next set of planners in October. But that will be a different update pack. And after this launch week, the update pack will be $17 instead of $12. So if you want this one, I would get it during launch week when it's only $12. Can you view planners on YouTube? I don't have the planner. I don't have the videos up on YouTube, but I can work on that. Are the wellness planners and the business planners separate individual purchases? Yes, everything is individual unless you're getting a bundle, but the wellness planner and the business planner, those aren't in any bundle, so you would purchase those separately. Are the dailies available with the update pack? Only the daily breakdown, which is this guy, because that's our newest layout, our newest daily layout. The other daily layouts are in the full planner. What's included in the Printable Vault? Okay, great question. The Printable Vault is extremely comprehensive. It is basically all of our printables that we have created that are not in a planner line or a journal line, just like single one-off printables. And so we have a bunch. We have them in a bunch of different areas. You can see the list of all of those right there on the sales page of the planner. Off the top of my head, we have cleaning and organizing, finances, meal planning, printables for your kids, printables for your marriage, for the whole family, health and wellness, budgeting. Did I say that one already? Holiday planning, like party planning. What else? There's like 11 different categories, but there's a ton of stuff in there. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of printables, and each one is labeled so you know exactly what you're getting. But if you're interested in that at all, I would go over to the planner sales page and scroll down a little bit right before where you can buy the planner. It says like, if you want to customize your planner even more, you can add on the Printable Vault, and here's what's inside. So you want to look at that. Do the wellness journal and business planner already come bound and printed? No, all of our planners are printable products. So you purchase the files, you print them at home, or you can send them out to be printed. We have a few different print options that you like, suggestions for you inside the planner so that it's very easy for you to print. But we focus on low cost printable products so that they are affordable for you and also like consumable. If we were to bind all of our stuff, they would be more expensive than I feel comfortable charging. So I don't want to sell $100 planner. So we keep them printable to make them affordable to as many moms as possible. Would you ever consider making a planner for teachers? I do have a homeschool lesson planner. I love the idea of making a teacher planner. I haven't done that yet. If that is you, I don't know who sent that. Just send me an email and we can talk. What's the best place you have found to print the planner? The library, usually pretty great. We also highly suggest sending it out to a service called Best Value Copy. They will print it and ship it back to you. Very low cost. I do not recommend going to like Staples or Office Max or anything like that. It's just, they charge up the wazoo for color printing, and it's kind of ridiculous. So I just wouldn't go there. Unless if you belong to Classical Conversations like I do, you can go print color stuff there for super cheap at Office. I think it's Office Max, because they give you a discount. But if you don't have a discount built in, do not go to one of those big box office stores. It's not gonna, you're not gonna like how much it costs. I would send it out to Best Value Copy, or I would look into your local library, or I would find a friend who has a good printer and like buy her lunch if you can use the printer. Is there somewhere to buy those tabs or a way to make them? Okay, so the tabs that I have are from a bunch of different places. These dividers here, these are just like simple, clear dividers. I got these from Inkwell Press. If you print at Happy Planner size, Happy Planner has a bunch of different dividers that you can purchase like at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. These tabs that I have here, they're different than the other ones because this is for my business planner and I wanted them to look different. These are from Erin Condren. And then the little sticky tabs like this is the Martha Stewart line. So most of these things are linked in our planner stuff link that like just tells you all of our favorite accessories and things like that. Okay, someone said, what is the very best color printer to buy to do this? That's funny. I was talking with my team about this today because we were talking about printing, and honestly, like I always buy the HP printer that Costco carries. I think I paid $89 for mine and it works great. So I think that brand probably matters more than like getting a super expensive planner, just getting a quality brand of planner. Yep. Adele just said HP makes a printer that uses instant ink. That's what I use too. And it's just easy. Like it's just a regular printer. It's not expensive or crazy or anything. Which I wanted anyway, to make sure that all the printing works well for you guys too, no matter what kind of printer you have. But I just always recommend HP, and then their instant ink program is really, really good. Are there instructions for printing included? Absolutely. We have a whole section on printing and binding to make it super easy for you. What are the size options to have the business planner printed? Same as the regular planner. You are in charge of that. So all the files come in the full size, and then I tell you kind of what the percentages are if you want to print it smaller. 80% is this like mid-size Happy Planner sort of size. And then 70% is what I printed my smaller dailies on. However, I will say you need to test it out with your planner, with your printer, because every printer is different. And I only have one printer at my house. So I don't know all the ins and outs of every single printer, but I give you all the printing instructions and then like what typically works as far as percentages go for each size, depending on what size you want. But just make sure that you print out a couple pages first before you print the whole thing, so that you know that it's printing at the size that you want. Laminator, which one do you have and use? Okay, again, I'm a total nerd and I got a really expensive laminator. I think it was a couple $100. But it does the super thick laminate. Like, can you see, like, it doesn't really bend. It's really strong and sturdy. I don't remember what the brand is, but I know it's in my Amazon shop. And so maybe later today, I'll send out a link or an email with all the links to that kind of stuff. Question, will the new layouts be in the update pack in October? Or will that require me to purchase a new planner at that point if I want the new layouts? I think that's what I heard Casey say, but I'm just clarifying. Okay, so yes, the update pack is not every update that we've ever made. The update pack is specific to this launch. So if you buy the whole planner, all of the layouts are in there and everything that you need, right? If you buy the update pack, then the update pack is just the new changes that we've made for this launch. So the same will be true in October. We will make new changes for the October launch, and those new things will be in that update pack. So if you want these new layouts, you will want to buy the update pack now, so you don't have to buy the whole planner again. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, how can I access my other bonuses? Says they are located inside the planner account, but I'm not finding it. Your bonuses for when you buy the full planner, there are no bonuses that come with the update pack. The bonuses come with the full planner. They're all the way down at the bottom of the planner. So you'll see all the links for that all the way down at the bottom once you're inside the planner. Okay, I think that's all the questions, you guys. Whoo, that was long. I love talking about this stuff, so I'm happy to stick around. But I mean, you guys are impressive for sticking with me for that long. Okay. Let's see. Someone is asking about the homeschool planner. Is that going to get an update? The homeschool planner is undated, and except for the yearly calendar at the beginning, and we just updated those inside your homeschool planner. If you already have that, it now has 2022 all the way through 2028. So those are updated in there now. Do you print on regular paper or are you using cardstock? I print on regular paper. I buy nicer paper, again, because I'm a planner nerd. But I really like 28-pound paper. I have a stack underneath here, but I can't reach it. But again, that's in our Amazon shop too, the kind of paper that I like. But do not print on cardstock. You will never be able to fit it inside a 3-ring binder. Cardstock's going to be way too thick. Let's see if I missed something. Okay, Angela's asking about homeschooling. Angela, if you want to email me about homeschooling, I'm more than happy to talk about it. We can totally do that. We do classical conversations and other stuff, but that's our co-op. Okay, a lot of you are asking about the homeschool planner. Yeah, we have a homeschool planner too. I love that one. It's very bright and it just makes me happy. And it's completely undated with a ton of different layouts as well, so that you can, again, just choose what works for you. Actually, creating the homeschool planner with all the different layouts is what made me switch the format of this planner, because I was like, oh, this one is so easy to print and put together. Why don't I make the regular planner like that as well? Okay, I'm just scrolling to make sure I didn't miss anything else, but I think that's it. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Let's see, I'm gonna drop all the links again in the comments so that you can see, like you can have the links to everything, the quiz, the planner, the business planner, everything. Launch week only goes through next Monday, okay? So if you want those launch week prices for the planner or the update pack, you want to get in and purchase those this week. The planner is normally $39. It's $29 this week. The update pack is normally $17. It's $12 this week. So if you want to buy either one of those, just make sure that you do that before Monday so that you can get the best price. If you're like me, you're pinching pennies because the grocery bill is much higher than you're used to. Thank you, inflation. And so make sure you make your purchase during like when you're going to save the most money. Okay, someone asked if the wellness journal is printed full size. Mine is not. Where is it? No, I printed it mid-size because that's what I like. It's the same size as my planner. But it comes in the full size layout, so you can print it whatever size you want. Okay. Someone asked is there a digital version that is undated? We don't have a specific digital planner. However, because of the format of the planner, because it's a PDF, you can use it digitally with GoodNotes and just upload it to GoodNotes and then write on it or add pictures or text or whatever you want to do. So you have the ability to do that. But we don't have a specific digital planner. We did for a little while, but everybody wanted the printable one instead. And the digital planner was really just kind of a headache. So we dropped that and focused on the printable stuff since that's what the majority of our customers wanted. Okay, sorry. I'm just checking. If you don't have any more questions, thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad that you were here. All the links that you need are in the comments, and then we'll send out an email of this replay as well. But I'm just going to scroll through and make sure I didn't miss any questions. I originally purchased the planner in 2021. Am I missing anything if I just buy the update? Yes. Yeah. You want to buy the full planner. Oh wait, I'm sorry. 2021. That was last year. See, I get confused because this planner is 2022 through 2023. So if you purchase the planner before May of 2021, then you need to buy the new one. In May of 2021, that's when we switched to this new format. So that planner would be the 2021 to 2022 planner. That was the first one that had this format where you just buy the planner once and then buy the update packs. If you bought just the 2021 planner, which was like January of 2021, it's not the same format. So you want to buy the full foundational planner before you buy the update packs. I realize that's a little confusing right now, like while we've only been doing it this way for a year. So I think next year we'll all be in the groove, but I know it's a little confusing right now. If you have a question about your specific planner and you're like, I just don't know if this is the right one or not, just email us and we will help you out. It's hello@anchored-women.com. We can look up which one you have and let you know which version you want to buy this year. Do your dailies fit on half-size paper? Any of our products can fit on half-size paper. The dailies that I have here are just the daily breakdown layout printed smaller. So, yep, they fit on half-size paper, but anything will. It's going to be harder to write on half-size paper unless you have tiny writing. If you're going to use a weekly layout on half size, but the dailies on half size give you enough space to write very easily. Okay. Yeah, Teresa. Okay, if you bought it in May of 2021, like during our last year's launch, you're probably fine and just need the update pack. You just want to make sure that that planner is the 2021 to 2022 planner and not just the 2021 planner. You have your wellness journal spiral bound. Did you use staples to do that, or do you have a spiral binder? I have a spiral binder. I do. I love it so much. But if you take it to Staples or Office Max to do it, it costs $4 typically. I guess I can't speak to that if if inflation has raised the price of that, but generally I have always been able to bind a planner for less than $5. Taylor uses her planner with GoodNotes. Great. Awesome. Yeah, okay. I will show you my, nah, you can't see it from here. I'll do a video later. I have like this whole, I have the whole shelf where it has my laminator and then my home binder and then all my coils. It's a little ridiculous, but I totally love it. Do you have a blank curriculum planner so I can use it for my Sunday school classes and junior youth group? You might like our homeschool planner. That could work for you. My question is still, do I need, which update pack do I need to purchase if I want everything, or do I need to purchase both of them? There's not two different update packs right now. There's just one. And if you want all the new layouts, the new dividers, the new monthly calendars, you just buy the one update pack. On the actual product, it says update pack 2022 through 2023. And the link is in the comments that we already posted. Would you specify what this new format is specifically? Yes, I'm sorry. So the new format, okay, the old format was we gave you one planner and everything was dated, and we didn't have nearly as many layouts, but it was a planner that was specifically dated and you had to buy a new one every year, okay? The new format is this hybrid dated, undated version. So our monthly, we also changed the way that you download and print it to make it a lot easier for you. But the monthly calendars are dated and the weekly layouts, the daily layouts are undated. This is our new format, this hybrid version where so then every year you don't have to buy all the new layouts all over again. You have those in your foundational planner, but you can just buy the update pack to just get the new monthly calendars and whatever new thing we do. Sometimes we do new layouts, sometimes we do new covers, sometimes we do new like the new dividers that we've done. So this way you're not spending $39 every single year. You spend that one time, which if you buy during this week, it's only $29. And then from then on out, you just have to buy the update pack, $12 a year in order to get those new things, unless you want to buy both update packs, but still $12. So our goal was to make it a lot easier for you and to save you money. So that's the new format. Can you recap the different planning styles? I'm not gonna go over all of those one more time, but I will send out the replay so you can watch at the beginning. It was about 20-25 minutes long. Okay, let's see. Someone asked if I wanted to do a layout like a different planner company. We do try to keep our layouts really unique to us. I don't ever want to copy anybody else's layouts or anything like that. If I purchased the update last fall, do I need to purchase the new one? You don't need to unless you want the daily breakdown layout and the weekly product or the weekly time block layout. Both of those are brand new for this update pack. So if you want those, then you would want to buy the new update pack. And we also updated the weekly productivity layout just to change the colors on it a little bit. If you don't care about those layouts, then no, don't buy the update pack. Okay. All right. Amy's asking, what is the standard disc bound size notebook? So if you're looking on like Amazon, they will often say that this classic, like this middle size, which is a little bit smaller, this is the standard for a happy planner. And they say this is the large, but this is the 8.5 by 11. So they call it large. If you're buying a different cover, they call it large. And then they call this classic or standard. Just to clarify that. Okay, someone asked again, will the May 2022 updates be included in the October 2022 update pack? No, because we update every single time we launch, okay? So if you want these updates, you have to buy it now. And then in October, there will be new updates. Now you get to choose every time whether you care about those updates or not, because you have that foundational planner, which really gives you everything you need. So the update packs are totally your choice, but they are different every time we launch because we make changes every time we launch. We always try to be improving and just giving you, you know, a little bit more every single time. If I won the planner last year at your launch, that means I would just need to purchase the update. Yes. Yep. Okay. Okay. I think that's it, you guys. I'm at the bottom of all the chat. So, let me check. I don't think Allison sent me anything else either. So I think we're good to go. Again, thank you so much for coming today. I'm so excited that you were here. I hope that you're excited about the launch too. Not only am I really proud of these planners, but I'm stoked about the business planner and the wellness journal. Really, I think the wellness journal is like my favorite part of this new launch of the spring collection. And so I hope that you guys enjoy them as well. Okay, I do have another question. Sherry asked, if I order the full planner now, it comes with all the updates. Yes, yes. If you order the full planner, you have zero need for the update pack this time around. Okay, happy Mother's Day to you guys too. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to sign off. I will send out the replay. If you have any questions, you can always email us. Or if you're in our Anchored Women community group, which we would love for you to be, you can drop a question in there and we'll answer you. But everything will be in the replay as well. So I will see you all later. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day.